you guys, it's MJ from Alta Love. How are you? I want to talk about September energies. It's very exciting that we've overcome the hurdle of August. It's still August, it's August 30th, but I was sitting with what to share with you guys today. I've just shared on the Fearless Life Tribe about meditation versus navigating consciousness or imagination. You know, what is meditation as opposed to other stuff that we do in our mind. So I did that, and then I was like, what do I share on my YouTube channel? Well, I want to share about the September energies because thank fuck we got to this point, you guys. Honestly. So the whole summer has been like this big review, and now, as we head into September and through to the rest of autumn into early next year, it really is like movement forward. And movement forward in a sense of relief for a lot of us, because we're moving forward on the path that we were always meant to be on, that we were always intending to be on. And then on top of that, we're going to be supported in seeing new manifestations that, again, we've been kind of waiting for or expecting or desiring for most of our lives. So it's like high vibration meditation across the nation. Guys, I can't stop myself. One of my friends was like, Molly, you short form every word now. I know. Do something. So I can't even remember what I'm saying, other than the fact that we made it. It's like, so this new cycle for me basically feels like I never got this far in my human. So like, if you guys believe in past lives, like I have lived just a handful. I'm not one of these people that you might think has been to this planet loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads. Nope. But I don't think I survived past a kind of this point. So it's like this weird feeling of rebirth, of like having a new life within a life where you're like, yes, I am quite new, aren't I? And like you're not as familiar with your old self. Like your old self feels much more detached. Like you're not attached to your old projection at all. You're aware of it. You might still have residue. Energetic residue is like where you're like feeling the old bits of fear and density that you've been working on transforming for a long time. But the residue is like you're just clearing it out and then continuing to focus. So how does our emotional storm really kind of transform and lift us up? It's because it's shifting pattern. It's shifting cellular memory from a past limited point of attraction, from a past projection, from a past, and again, from a past perception of limitation. So when we transform all that emotion that we've been in denial of for millennia, that transformation shifts us and like opens us up to new realities, different realities, right? And so for me, the last few years has been building up into the integration of the process, into the evolution, right? Like, how do we evolve as beings? Well, it's definitely through the transformation of emotional experiences, because that transformation is what shifts our cellular activity, hence changes our DNA. And then that shift is what like continues to expand us as beings navigating this world, but tuning into our more expanded self. So how we project that into the world is going to be a little bit different for all of us. September is really bringing in, brutal. I don't even want to say it, but September is really bringing in more dynamism for us, more polarity, more extreme. So there might well be, again, like more crazy shit happening in the world as far as we know it. More polarity, more extreme, more depth, more pain, more suffering, which is going to continue to kind of purge and at work the collective base projection or base reactivity or base, like basically our lowest frequency pain body as a collective is being shifted. And that polarity is one and the same as our own evolution. So our bouncing back and forth with these extremes is what's helping us shift into the new now. The new now is just us living from the heart. Us being honest with ourselves. Us being honest with one another. Us not trying to control and manipulate one another because we want to get something. No, it's like owning your full force of creatorship and knowing that if people are also endeavoring their own creatorship, and so how they do that is their free will. But as sovereign, joyful beings, we're no longer hooking into one another or putting that kind of pressure on one another that you're gonna make my dreams come true. You're my guru, how dare you, da-da-da. Like, no, we're just people. And like, honestly, I had this insight like over a year ago. I was like, oh my God, that's why non-judgment is so relevant, right? Because literally every single person is a reflection of every single other person. And the way we reflect one another is literally just about we're at different points in our evolutionary journey. Not higher or lower, not better or worse, not, well, in essence, it would be more light-filled, less light-filled, but it really doesn't matter because the more light-filled you are, the more you just contain the totality of everything. So there's no at all judgment because you recognize that every being is truly divine and navigating their own darkness. So how could you judge someone for being at a different point in their life when you know that all life is sacred and all life is divine, right? I sometimes get to this point where I'm like, the juicy nuggets, are they there? Are they coming through for you guys? Oh my God, this is nice. So September is the month that we break free. And I don't know how that looks exactly. I know that there's one relief. So the feeling of relief is this oncoming, like, breaking free. Like, we're nearly there! And then it's this continuing the momentum of manifestation. So there's this sense of like breaking free from the old, which has been coming in cycles and cycles and cycles, and then having the divine recognition and the understanding to integrate that transformation. And then that is what's moving us into this new now, this new reality. But you can see it's one and the same thing. The clearing of the density. You could also say density is just a form of resistance, right? Any kind of resistance is a judgment, a block to our bliss. Therefore, we cannot see the totality of who we are. So we navigate that depth, excavating those densities, feeling a relief from it, knowing that there's momentum building in as far as our ability to be ready for higher manifestations, which are continuously coming through. They really are continuously coming through for us. Sometimes we just block the vision of it because we're still dealing with something from the past in the present moment. Right? Remembering that our present moment physical reality is a projection from our past linear experiences. As we integrate more wholeness, we start to see more wholeness reflected back to us. And this is the month, my friends. This is the month where we really get to get a crazy awesome sense of our next level manifestation. And then with that, at the same time, we're liberating ourselves. We're becoming more free. We're more whole, more free, more enlightened because we've let go of so much of our density. We've transformed it, right? So, you guys, I hope you have an awesome day today. This is just me hanging out in my boudoir of love. Just for me. And, for some reason, I'm wanting to share with you my awesome outfit of a little crop top. Is it too much, you guys? Is it too much? Can I pull it off? I'm not sure. But this is again part of the physical transformation of like continuing to show up how you desire to show up in no fear of like, this is me, motherfuckers! Deal with it! Except with love and compassion. Yoga Sutra of the Aquarian Age by Yogi Bhajan. Understand through compassion or you misunderstand the times. That is some juicy, juicy shit, you guys. Understand through compassion, or you misunderstand the time. Every time we come up against walls of fear, walls of hatred, walls of confusion, walls of not belonging, walls of undeservingness, we can literally stare that shit down with the light of our awareness and be like, fuck you, boy. I don't want to live in fear anymore. I am a free human being. I am in love. I love my body. I love how I show up. I love. And if you just fucking commit. Hold on, let me find it in the book, you guys. Straight up. Straight up. Mind battle. This is very relevant, and this is probably most relevant to the energies right now because many people feel like they're being pulled apart. And there's this sense of like, I don't exactly know what I'm letting go of when it comes to my old reality, nor do I have a fucking clue what I'm really stepping into my new reality, hence mind battle. It's like your mind is split in two. And this is where you've got to dig really deep into the light of your awareness and just claim your truth. Claim your freedom. Claim the inner knowing that you are as the projected being that you desire to be, because this is all a holographic illusion, my friends. And then be that. Be that. Look, I'm getting excited. Be that, you guys. Be your freedom. That's September for you. And buy my book. Because I'm just a random chica in the world who cares a whole lot about humanity and her own joy levels, okay? And I used to not. I used to break my effing back to support people and care for people who really didn't give a shit's butt about anyone but themselves. So, you know, breaking free is now looking to support the people who want to do the work instead of the people who just want to power over other people and pretend to be doing the work. I don't want that. Do you? Do you? Okay, I need to stop now because I don't know what happens. It's just like this force takes over me, and before I know it, I'm doing really ridiculous stuff. But I know it's all for a purpose, and I know that I'm doing what I'm meant to be doing, and I know that I'm sharing the juice of my own love and heart to the best of my ability, because, guys, I have to practice this too. Many people have come across me and been like, you don't practice you're this, you're that. And I'm like, I'm just trying my best. I'm sorry. And then people leave your life for whatever reason. Vibration. It's because they don't vibrate. They don't res with you anymore. And that's totally okay. Actually, that's kind of why I wrote the book. Because in fairness, it all comes down to resonance and vibration. If you don't resonate with me, I accept you. I accept you, even if you fucking hate my guts. I'll be like, love you, love you. But I will walk away to protect my own energy flow. Because if my energy flow is being all distorted and mucky by someone else's, then it's my responsibility to walk away from that. And not give in to people's shitty projections of me. That's part of it, was like, I'm like, at the end of the day, I'd be like, well, I'm just a human. I'm just trying to figure it out like everybody else. Just because I'm not some perfect saintly guru that maybe people thought I'd be after publishing a book. But then we do that. I guess we do it as our own ego projection. We rip people down. You know, people who are just like doing stuff, we want to rip them down because we feel something else about ourselves. Oh, that makes me kind of sad, doesn't it? But then that's the juice of life, and that's something I've had to work through too. It's like genuinely being happy for people, like seeing, it was like basically the shift in my body, a big shift in my body projection was basically hating on women who looked a certain way instead of being like, wait a minute, I want to love them because I love myself, and I want to love myself as that, and stop pretending like I'm not that, and then be that, and then love everybody as they are. And like weirdly, the more you just show up as yourself, the less you judge people. Like you just don't pay attention to other people. I don't feel judged by people because I'm not in self-judgment. And I notice when patterns come up and back, and that go back into self-judgment. But you guys, can I just say, I got a couple new tops in purple, and I'm fucking loving it. Blue and purple. Blue and purple, right? Did you see my other blue top, you guys? I got blue and purple. And like, this is the shit. All on eBay, all secondhand, all be. So blue and purple, throat. I had a psychic reading and they said that I was those colors actually. And then weirdly, before I even got this purple stuff, one of my friends was like, "Oh yeah, you're just purple. Like, you just look, when I think of you, I think of purple." I'm like, huh? But I like it. I dig it. It's come across in a various way, and I'm happy about it because, damn, girl, purple is your color for sure. I need to go now. You guys, if you made it this far, I fucking love you. And don't forget to subscribe and sign up. I hope it was useful or maybe a little bit entertaining. I don't know. Just subscribe, because loads of people have been unsubscribing lately. And I just, like, I don't know. I love you guys. Bye.